Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel with me, Heidi, channel name Heidi's Corner. I am joined today in the studio with Stefan here, and of course the always loved furry Bertil. So today I decided to do something a bit different, maybe things that I maybe haven't done on my channel too much. So let's go. And the reason why I'm doing a recorded episode and making a premiere rather than doing a regular live show on a Friday, on random Friday episode, is that I haven't been feeling too well, and to conserve my energy and headspace, I decided to do a recorded episode so that you would have something to watch on my channel, a regular upload on Heidi's Corner. I wanted to make a very personal video. Today I am going to tell my story, the story of my transition, how it came about, what was it like, how and when, and also I'll show you a bit of an interview a bit later on. Before we go on any further, I would like to thank my lovely patron Flems. Thank you. My lovely patron Flems has been my patron for 6 months now, 6 months or so now, and I would love to have my other viewers join me, and you'll have the address up there now. And it's patreon.com/Heidi's Corner. You'll find all kinds of nice little perks there. Go check it out. And there's also a link to my PayPal below in the description box, and you'll also find links to my playlists of previous content, as well as my Discord servers, Heidi's Corner, my channel server, as well as LGBT plus safe space server. Both are wonderful places. So to start with, I am a transgender woman, so that basically means that I was assigned male at birth, but I then transitioned from male to female, and now I'm legally female, named Heidi. So in the next bit, I would like to show you a bit of an interview that I had with my darling mother on my channel in December of 2020. So that's well over a year ago now, but that is something that a bit of the interview that I want to share with you. Apology in advance, my camera quality is just absolute shit because I had the equipment that I had back then was quite crappy, and it's all, my face is all there's overlighting and such. But here's a bit of my mom telling me at this point in the interview, we had not yet revealed that she is my mother, and we are the child that we are talking about, that I'm her child that we are talking about here. So let's go.
How she came out. There's a story. Yes. Oh, okay. I'll tell you. Well, she wrote me a letter, and in which she told me about her feelings about her gender, and she posted the letter, and then she kept asking, or weeks went by, and I think she was a little bit nervous, and when I talked to her on the phone, I could sense that there's something bugging her, but I couldn't quite point a finger at what it was. And then maybe even 2 months later, she asked me, "Now, I've written you a letter. Did you receive a letter from me?" I said, "Yeah. I received the medical receipts you were supposed to send me somewhere at the bottom of the pile on my desk." And she says, "Actually, it was a personal letter. If you didn't look at it properly, so could you go back to the bottom of your pile and read it?" And that's how I found out. And she wrote in very clear terms of how she was feeling, and that then he felt that she was rather a young man than a young woman. That's how I found out. And so we were not physically in the same place at the time. So we did talk on the phone, but this message was so important that I think she wanted to write me a letter and explain. And what happened afterwards was that I was obviously a little bit baffled, which is I hear from other parents of transgender children or young adults, that quite often their first reaction is kind of astonishment. You can't figure out what, even if you're aware of such a thing existing, you can't possibly understand that this concerns my child, whom I've learned to know as a female, or male in this case, male.
So that was my mother telling my audience how I came out to her, and this would have been in 2012. So this was 10 years ago, actually almost to the day today. 10 years ago, when I came out, when I had my mom actually read the letter that I wrote her. So it was in the spring of 2012, and some months prior, I had come out to my brother, my younger brother, and he was completely taken aback by that. He was surprised, as was my mother. But yet my brother supported me fully, pretty much from day one. So basically, I had already been referred to the trans clinic, or what we call it in Finland, a colloquial term, which are based in clinics in the 2 university hospitals in Finland, which take care of these issues, which are the Helsinki and Tampere University hospitals. And because I lived closer to Tampere University Hospital, I started my process there. I got the referral in 2011, the autumn of 2011, and then later on, within the next year, I came out. First my brother, then my mother, and then my my extended family and friends later on. This was not really an easy process, to say the least. It was really hard on me in many ways, and I lost contact with some family members because they didn't take this thing very easily, because it was probably too much for them to handle it in their own way, which is quite a shame, really. To be so ignorant, not being able to celebrate the diversity of their someone who is basically a family member. But that's basically how it goes sometimes for an awful lot of trans people, that they lose family members friends. Luckily, I didn't really lose friends as such. So, well, I just be with a few acquaintances, I became estranged, if you will, and lost contact over the years. In 2013, in May of 2013, I was given the diagnosis of F64.0, which is the diagnostic code in the ICD-10 diagnostic criteria, and that means transgender. I was diagnosed being transgender, and I got all the referrals to the appropriate treatments, which were vocal therapy, which wasn't really successful thing, as you can hear when I speak. But I don't really care. This is just me. This is Haiti. Anyway, and I got the laser epilation to remove my facial hair, and I got hormones, etc., etc. And I got the consultations for the surgeries, etc., for the appropriate surgeries, etc., etc. And all this in Finland is covered by the universal healthcare. So basically, all the clinic fees, etc., etc., are covered by the public healthcare system, and we pay. For example, when we go to the hormone clinic, we pay the same clinic fee as any cis person would do if they go to the hormone clinic, which would be, I don't know, 30, it was 30 something euros at the time. I'm not sure what they are, the clinic fees are now. And the dermatology clinic, that was the 30 something euros that a cis person would pay for the services in the public healthcare system for these clinic fees. So it's very affordable in Finland in many ways. So when I got the treatments going, I was still looking or searching for a way of my femininity, or how to express the way I was a woman, and I was still on the way of navigating through the difficulties that society has put on the way for the stumbling stones, really, if you will, for trans people to survive in the society as themselves. But luckily, I had the support of my family and friends, which I'm still grateful for. And I've had the support, and I've had the acceptance of my partners after the I started my process, and I was single for a number of years after I started my transition, but eventually got back into dating, and I found the full support of my partners, who, if they wouldn't have accepted me for who I am, probably I just wouldn't have been able to find love. And then, but however, there was some prejudice and misunderstandings, if you will, and prejudice regarding being trans in a relationship with a cis woman. So it wasn't always easy and dancing on roses, if you will. That even into a number of years into the transition, but now I have in a happy relationship with full acceptance of who I am, and I'm happy as things are as of right now. transition wise. But of course, humans always tend to be longing for more, for more and more. Once they, as long as they get more, they long for more. So it's not always that simple. In the years since I came out as transgender, and I started my transition from male to female, I've been involved in a number of different types of activism, and for example, I've been talking to future nurses or nurse students. I've been involved in being a human book in human library. Just go Google it, or there's a link in the description box as well what human library is. But it's a Danish concept to raise awareness of different types of people and how normal and variety of things we are. And but my intention has been to raise awareness that being trans is okay, that it's not something weird. We are not weirdos. We're not sick. We're not psychologically ill. We're not something horrible. We are not really an abomination as much as some people might want to consider us to be. I started my YouTube channel a year and a half ago now, and it's been quite a rough journey. Ups and downs, and having guests, but it's one way of being being an advocate for equality of LGBTQ plus people and trans people, the T in particular. In my time as an activist, I would like to call myself at this point. I've had plenty of fun. I've met a lot of fun people, and I am yet to meet plenty more. I will continue my journey, going through navigating, at least attempting to navigate through the world as my true self, and keep my activism alive. I try to do my YouTube channel the best I can. Do everything that I can to improve in my ways, in doing YouTube, etc., and planning new things. And I have new things in the pipeline when I have the energy. But as I said in the beginning, I haven't been feeling well, so I will then see you after this episode. After this episode, I will see you on the coming Monday for a new episode of a new type of show that I'm is still forming, and is still evolving, if you will. If a show can evolve, who knows? But I would like to thank once again my lovely patron Flems, and for being my faithful patron. And you can find my Patreon at patreon.com/Heidi's Corner. You can find the link in the description box down below, as well as my PayPal link and the playlist links of links to what playlists I have made so far, and much more, as well as the Discord links to my Discord servers, the channel server, Hades Corner, as well as the LGBT plus safe space server. and my email address as well if you wish to send me email, and comment down below, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and tickle the notification bell, so you can get notified for more such content, and it will help tremendously for my channel to grow in the future. And once again, say bye to Stefan, a little hedgehog that lives there near my computer, as well as Bertil, a Moomin forefather. They are my co-hosts as always. My regular, or maybe not so regular viewers are familiar who they are, but for the new viewers, there they are. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.